Boom, my love. Just thinking about you, baby, really blows my mind. Boom! Better get myself a record deal here or what? So how's your cutting, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? How we know? No way it's so dark in here. But anyway, bit of Eddie Love it there, can't go wrong with Eddie Love it. It's a known fact that music suits the soul. If you listen to heavy metal headbanger music, you're most likely into satanic kind of stuff, right? Gothic, all in black eyebrows, black nails. If you listen to the other music, they will say that your local radio pumps out. Well, you're liable to turn out to be a pride. Your son could turn out to be a pimp. That's the way it could go down for you if you listen to everything coming from your local radio who care about you and your family and your children, obviously. Remember Madonna that time? A picture of her under the bed and her two bony little ghost legs sticking out and her, why don't you look like a lump of jelly with a slice in it, a flat, disgusting looking thing. And the face made like a fucking, like something made it out of fucking putty or something, alright? And then the satanic songs that comes out of their mouths. All them singers, all the dolled up prods as well, they're all the same. It's pimps and rappers. But anyway, so I like Eddie Love, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of songs from the past, when people like decency, you know, you can listen to their songs. So reggae music is for me and my children. It suits the soul. Eddie Love's a brilliant singer. Bob Marley, John Holt. I mean, I could go through the list of them, right? A lot of Irish singers, a lot of good songs out. Mary Black have great songs out, the Cranberries have great songs out, there's a load of bands, there's all Doctors, all them. You know, they have some great songs, man, them people, you know, they don't sing no trash like you hear from Sasha Fierce and Britney and that Miley Cyrus and Gaga and all the rest of them, right? And now they're calling themselves, what does one call herself? A hood rat, right? And she's the most filthy, disgusting song you ever did hear. You don't want your children ever listen to it because music can control you. I just said if you listen to heavy banger music, you'll probably be into heavy metal and all that reeky shit, right? If you listen to all the hip-hop rapping down the hood and busting and shooting and killing and all that, that's where you get out of that, most of it. And if you listen to nice, soft, more of a relaxed feeling out of it, right? Because you're not listening to blast them and bug them up and yo blast, and all this shit, right? I done hip-hop for years and I never talked like that shit, alright? Hip-hop was first, when hip-hop was first invented, it was lyrical poetry. Of course, the powers that be, then the evil powers that be, got a hold of it and manipulated it and used it and then got the boys in the hood to start each other and bringing out disgusting wild songs about belittling girls and belittling everything and anything. Of course, now the girls are out belittling men all the time. So there's a war going on. I mean, women want to rule the world, like, you know what I mean? And if you didn't see the programme on TV a couple of months ago, above in Britain, 5 women, 5 men went out to survive. It's all over the internet. And the 5 men took it like a duck to water, out, lit fires, made camp, got food, were fishing with nets. They were stuffed, they said they were literally living like kings on the island. And then to the other side of the island, there was the 5 girls. And they were after going around the island the whole way and got nowhere. Full circle back to where they started again. No fire, no food, no camp. Around again, another full circle back to where they started again. The camera crew had to step in and say, if you don't sort yourselves out, we're going to have to pull you out of it. They couldn't even light a fire in 2 or 3 days, couldn't get nothing going, right? They were complaining about who was washing knickers, while the boys were living the dream, stuffed from eating they were. The girl seen an alligator, right? It was somewhere in the world, this is a British programme. The girl seen an alligator or a crocodile, and they were afraid of their life. The boys came across one the very same way and strung it up and ate it. Happy days. They were living well. But anyway, back to it, so school anyway, right, lads, school, I'm going to try this, I'm trying to get to this part, right? School, another word for a school is, I tell people, a fishery. Because the school of fish will wind up in the fishery. You see, because when you're a child, up to about the time you're 4 or 5, think yourself like a salmon or a dolphin. We'll use a dolphin because I have dolphin video footage I recorded a couple of years ago down mackerel fishing. Dolphins, lads, are coming on a pod of them, look at them. And you can't seem to spot them in the camera, they're all over us, they're ever up. Alright, I have them now.
come right along
Yeah, they are going to come right off. To get your rod ready, they're pushing in the fucking... the mackerel subs. Yeah. Watch them come land there, a ball of them, lads. Yeah. They're going down, boys. They're right there. You have to sit, alright.
Young one, look, young one too.
It's the everyone, yeah?
We got 2 young ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're a dolphin, you're a salmon. We'll say you're a salmon, because you're heading upriver, right? So you're a salmon and you're swimming on up the river, right? You're 4 or 5 now, so you're swimming on up and down the river and you're thinking, you came out of the sea, you're thinking, look at this majestic river, not a worry in the world, don't understand a whole lot what's going on, swimming on up, feeling good, free. So I head on up the river, so next you come to these 3 rivers. They're wandering and 2 more. Now, they all look majestic, right? So you say to yourself, I was supposed to go up this one here, but I won't. What I'll do is I'll tip on up to the right. I'll head up right there and I'll see what the crack is up there. And if I like it, I like it. And if I don't, I'll tail back down and I might head on over this way or I might go straight up that way. Free thinking, we'll say, right? You decide which river you want to take. But when you get there about 5, so you go into school, mind the preschool, they let you do a bit of art there. So when you get into school, you're about 5. Well, you first come into school and they let you do art, and you know your artistic side, because that's all children want to do is art. You know, we all have children, we know the crack, right? We all have multiple children, right, boys and girls. So we know the crack, right? And like myself, when I was young, I loved art and all that, right? But back then anyway, so you're allowed to do your art and stuff. So what happens is when you get into school, your first gate comes down. You're a fish swimming up the river now, right? And you meet your first gate. You're thinking, hold on a minute, I was going to swim off up there to the right to have a look at that river or this river or straight on, but I can't. There's a gate after coming down in front of me. What's this all about? So in you go, you're left in the gate, and welcome to school, right? So any of you went to school, you know the crack, right? Same happened to me. They used to ask me in school, oh, man, I'll knuckle down, put your head down there, like, you know what I mean? You're looking around the place, you're daydreaming. I said, no, not daydreaming, I'm thinking about stuff. What are you thinking about? I said, the rivers, the world, the earth, how it all works, how it was created. And the teacher, hold on a minute, no, this is not religious class. You know, this is either science class, maths class, history, geography, whatever class, right? But it's not religious class. And I'd say, well, I was thinking about the world. You could call that geography class. So when you go into school with all your free thoughts, your head down, knuckle down, listen to this, do that, and that goes on for years and years. And over time then, you know, you forget your dreams and aspirations, you're getting squeezed out of you, right? When we get to 6th class, right, lads, your dreams and aspirations are almost gone. Because it's again, head down, knuckle down. If do this like we say, tick the boxes, do as we say, head down, read the book, read the other book, do as we say, head down, tick the boxes, read the book, do as we do as we say, head down, click the box. You don't do any of them. And you say, hold on a minute, I don't want to read that there, or I'm not interested in that there. What? You're not interested in that? You're not interested in that? Who do you think you are? Well, I mean, a bad student, disruptive student, won't listen. Thinks for himself, thinks he can think for himself inside here in the classroom. Isn't that laughable stuff, lads? He thinks for himself in the class. You're not in this classroom to think for yourself, i.e. in the fishery, the school. You are in there to be manipulated, moulded, indoctrinated and not educated, okay? Indoctrinated/educated, if you want to call it that. Because in school today, there's a lot of agendas getting pushed out in the colleges, in the schools, in the kindergarten upwards. They're pushing agendas on our children, right? That you might have signed off on. You don't remember coming to you and say, listen, do you mind if we teach our children about this? About a couple of men that go around thinking they're women with their bits hanging out. mind of showing us a couple of books to your children. You get me? If someone done that with a heterosexual, said there's a man and a woman, you say, what are you showing all that to fucking child for? Are you sick, you twisted freak, you? That's what you do. You wouldn't say, yeah, show that to the child. And that's a man and a woman. So picture when they're trying to show two women or two men together to your children. And if you don't keep sketch, this is what happens, right? So slowly but surely, they squeeze whatever artistic thoughts you had in your fucking soul is squeezed out of you in school, right? Then you go into college. Then it's more manipulation. Then it's more agendas, right? Then it's keep your head down. You better do as we say. I question nothing. If you say, oh, look, I might disagree with that a bit. Oh, you disagree? Where did you get that notion from? Well, see, I was thinking. Listen, Mr. O'Keefe. There is no thinking in here. We tell you again, do you not understand? Welcome to the fishery. Your days of being a free fish were taken away when you were about 4 or 5. You've been put into the system. Now you're in the system. You better do what the fishies are, the rest of the fishies are doing. You think you can get out and swim off up here, freedom? Ha ha. Think again. Back into the fishery with you. Head down. Do as we say. Read the books. Do as we say. Check the boxes. Read the books. Do as we say. Correct the boxes. And again, if you don't read the books, do as we say and correct the boxes, well then, you probably won't even get a job by the time you get out of here. Because you'll have no paperwork to say, we'll just say, look, there he goes, came into the fishery and thought he could think for himself. So, unfortunately, there's much we could do with him, you know, so that's a fail for you. I'm not saying all schooling is bad. Yeah, of course you need how to read and write and do maths. But when they're in school taking up your valuable time telling you about the kings in England, the kings and queens of France, or about the Romans and all this stuff, pumping it all into your head when you're a child. I mean, when you come out of school, you're supposed to have forgotten. That's all, what king? I can't remember much of what they told you. That's all, it's all to take up time. It's to keep your head knuckled down in the books so you don't go thinking. Because they know, we can't let you go thinking for yourself. You might start thinking, oh, that a minute. Is this a prison or what? Am I in here? I smell a fucking rat. And, well, a lot of rats running around in suits with shirts and ties. Don't you ever forget that, alright? And they're in all sorts and all walks of power they have.